this Randy Orton here? I literally did not put this Randy Orton here.
Stupid! Stupid! What's happening, Fignatics? It is the Apex Fignatic, the youngest world heavyweight champion in wrestling figure collecting history. It's your boy. It's Caleb Crocker. And today, we're unboxing an elite Randy Orton. Welcome to the Fix Show. Okay, Fig Heads. First thing is first, I want to assure you all that the lovely Miss Larkin Thompson will be just fine. Yes, she has a concussion. Yes, she's going to be out of action for 4 to 6 months, but I got her flowers, so it's all okay. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, today we are unboxing the Elite 78 Randy Orton. I've got one for the wall. I've got one for the unboxing. And I just want to go ahead and say that I hate Randy Orton with a burning passion. I grew up being a huge Triple H fan. And the rivalry between Triple H and Randy Orton is one of my all-time favorites. Seeing the game bust into his house and throw him through the window and all that good stuff, it was a pretty awesome moment, and I'll never forget it. But that is enough about that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and unbox it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Fresh out of the crushed box. It is the Viper, the Apex Predator. Ooh, man, and I did a number on the plastic. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope that the figure is all right. Ooh, looks like we've got a piece of plastic holding his leg in there. A little plastic tie, gotta get that. Ooh, and he's free. Oh, no. My little paper logo. That's why everything is digital nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see my digital logo go flying when this plastic went everywhere? No, just my physical logo. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to pick that logo back up, and then we'll take a closer look at the Randy Orton. But wait, there's more, Fignatics!
But I'm not done yet!
That's right, Big Heads. We have 2 more Randy Ortons. I guess, I don't know if these are called the Mayhem series or they were just promoting the Mayhem games, but I call them the WWE Mattel Hasbro figures because they're just like the Hasbro figures from yesteryear, except for with modern stars. So we're going to go ahead and bust open the Hasbro Randy Orton. Bye-bye. Ooh wee. Adios. It's Randy Orton. And we'll take a closer look in just a second, ladies and gentlemen, but not before we unbox Basic Series 94 Randy Orton. Ooh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, makes 3. 303, it's the magic number. And there are gonna be RKOs from absolutely everywhere. One from the left, one from the right, one from behind, one from the... No, that's too many. Just the first 3, because I don't have 4 Randy Ortons. But you get the gist. Let's take a closer look. Alright, Fignatics, up first is the Mattel Hasbro Randy Orton. Not too much to say. I'm not a huge fan of these style figures. I did think that it was a little bit strange that it has a little bit of articulation. The legs move a little bit, and I did not know any of the Hasbro figures did that. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but right there at the knee, it does actually move a little bit, and it actually looks like it has a bit of a split in it. I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see where those 2 parts are very separated. As far as the gear goes, you can see that he has black wrist tape on both hands, black trunks, black knee pads, and black boots. The back of his trunks look pretty fresh, saying Orton in silver. And yeah, I dig it. That is about as basic as professional wrestling gear can get. Since we're on the back of the figure, I'll go ahead and talk about that really cool upper shoulder tattoo. I really dig it, and I think they did a very good job for such a simple style figure. They really nailed the tattoo. Since we are talking about the tattoos, we'll go ahead and check out the arms. And not too much to say. I guess they did a good job for such a simplified version. Of course, they couldn't fit nearly all of his tattoos or put that much detail into these little basic tattoos on these Hasbro figures, but I think they did an alright job. Some of the stuff that stands out is like this bird here, and of course his original tattoos from when he was younger. That's tribal style tattoo right there, and there should be another one. You can kind of see it there, although this kind of looks like a mess. I can't really tell what any of this is. That's supposed to be the skulls, the script on his tricep there, and there's the other tribal style tattoo that really matched this shoulder tattoo. And yeah, guys, the head is a little cartoonish, but it's Randy Orton nonetheless. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, is this basic series Randy Orton, and I am actually a really big fan of this. Most Randy Ortons are pretty bland, pretty similar as far as gear and everything goes. The main difference that you're going to see with Randy Orton figures is that head scan, and this one is really neat. The first thing I want to point out about this head scan is that it has a kind of long hair for Randy Orton. Now, definitely not long hair in my books, or not long hair compared to someone like me, but for Randy Orton, yeah, he usually keeps his stuff pretty buzzed, pretty tight. Now, there was a period in his career when he was much younger that his hair was a little longer, but for the most part, he keeps it pretty buzzed. Other than that, I enjoy the kind of half smirk, half angry look staring you down. It's not too intense in either direction, but you can tell that the look on this man's face means business. And of course, he's got a little light bearding, a little more than stubble, but not a full-on beard by any means, and I don't think Orton has ever been known to have a full-on beard. But, you know, I really dig it. Believe it or not, the detail on this figure is about the same as the detail on the Hasbro figure as far as the upper shoulder tattoo. While the arms were kind of butchered on that Hasbro because they were just so short, it really had a good canvas, if you will, for the upper shoulder tattoo, so this isn't too much different. I spoke on the Hasbro figure kind of having a hot mess of some tattoos and me really not knowing what some of them are. But that's kind of the deal a lot of times with Randy Orton figures, as I really could not tell you what any of this is. You definitely got maybe some branches, some leaves. You can clearly make out some skulls, or a skull right there, and I believe a skull up there. I will say that this bird arm definitely looks, I don't want to say better, but different, probably more realistic. Hard to get them side by side because of their size difference, but there the tattoos are side by side. And I don't know, it's up to you. You can decide what you like better. Overall, I think it's pretty solid on both of the figures. As far as his gear goes, he's rocking the same thing that absolutely every single Randy Orton figure rocks. It's the solid black gear, the black trunks, the black knee pads, and the black boots. We have a little more detail on both the sides of the trunks, and that's just some classic Randy Orton abstract design. And of course we have the classic Orton on the tights, and I don't know, it just looks a little weird. It's lined up properly. I'm looking at it. I don't know, the font looks a little crooked to me, but I dig it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, finally the creme de la creme of this Randy Orton lot, if you will. This new Elite Randy Orton is pretty sick. It's pretty similar to other Elites, but I really dig it nonetheless. I really enjoy the green RKO on his jacket. That is my absolute favorite color of green, so it looks really good. As well as the green dues paid on the back. I think that looks awesome. I hate snakes, and I know he is the Viper Randy Orton, so it makes sense to have a snake on there. But I absolutely hate snakes, but if it just said dues paid, I think that would look a little better. Maybe not. It might look a little too bland. They could figure something out. Maybe slap a skull on there, and I would like it a little better. The only accessories that this figure comes with is that vest that you just saw, or the sleeveless hoodie, rather, and 2 pairs of interchangeable hands. Now, granted, I really only consider 1 pair of interchangeable hands and accessories. You gotta have 1 pair. That's a given for the figure. You can't have a handless figure. So I always consider it 1 pair of interchangeable hands as the accessory and the entrance jacket. Of course, up to this point, I've had his classic entrance hands, him striking his entrance pose. Now, this is professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Having entrance hands is all fine and dandy, but when you get in the ring, you need to be able to do more than strike a pose. So, of course, Randy Orton comes with 2 closed fists, perfect for punching the crap out of anybody that stands in the Apex Predator's way. As far as the gear goes, I think this is about as unique as you're going to get for a Randy Orton figure. It's got the black trunks, the black knee pads, and the black boots. And oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, deja vu, where have I heard that before, right? But this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have that super sweet RKO detailing on the knee pads. And once you've got the back of the trunks design, the side of the trunks design, and the knee pad design, that is as good as it gets for any Randy Orton figure. Plus, it's double colored. What? You've got the red letters with the white outline, and that's really sick. Of course, he has that classic abstract Randy Orton design on both sides of the trunks. And like the Randy Orton before him and the Randy Orton before him, he is sporting the Orton on his trunks in that signature Orton font. Now that is good looking. That is crisp. It's straight across, and it looks awesome. We won't waste too much time on the tattoos because it's the same thing for a third time. However, you can see the shoulder tattoo pretty much identical. But what I will point out is different from this angle is that haircut, and you can tell it from the back. You can tell the head sculpt is different. We have about 3 levels. On the left, you've got the longest. On the right, you got a little shorter. But in the middle, you have absolutely buzzed down to the skin. The head scan is not my favorite, even though it's an Elite. It's a clean-shaven Randy Orton, a mean-looking, a determined-looking Randy Orton. But it's not my favorite. I actually prefer the Mattel Basic Series Randy Orton that we just reviewed. Here they are side by side for comparison, so get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Who has the better head scan? A quick tattoo comparison, and you know what? I said they look about the same, but I guess the Elite does look a little bit better. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to note that the Elite is by far my favorite when it comes to just how accurate the body is. He's absolutely ripped, absolutely chiseled, just like the man himself. Now, the Mattel Basic is nothing to slouch on. That Randy Orton is in good shape too. But if they get into a fight, I'm putting my money on the man on the left, the Randy Orton with a little more chisel, a little more detail. overall, Fignatics, I think it's an absolutely awesome figure. I'm going to enjoy the crap out of it. Now it's time to get it into the Fig Fed and let him start punt kicking away. Oh my God! Alright, Fignatics, that has been the episode. As always, if you've enjoyed it, hit the like. Get down there in the comments. Let me know what you think of these Randy Ortons. Let me know what you think of my punt kick. Let me know if you're concerned about the lovely Miss Larkin Thompson. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, email figshow97@gmail.com to get your exclusive Caleb Crocker t-shirt. And remember, we're only going to get better from here.